Alright then, baby. Mwah. I'll see you in a bit, alright?
Look at you, trying your hardest. Didn't I say something like I wasn't gonna let you escape that easily? Oh, what's that? You look shocked. Did I surprise you? Oh, no, don't tell me. Just because I'm gone doesn't mean I'm not watching you, alright? I rigged the property with security cameras so I can watch you from anywhere I want. They even come with a little speaker, although it isn't the best. Oh, don't look so detested. Just a bit ago, you literally found a journal where I had written down everything you had done. I feel like this is the bare minimum. I'm making some food right now. How does eggs and bacon sound? I would make some toast too, but unfortunately, I don't have any, and I'm not sure if I can make some right now. I don't exactly have yeast. Damn, and I have everything else too. Hmm. What? What? No, 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 sorry. I'm just surprised you spoke. Pancakes does sound good, and they don't take any yeast. Oh, baby. I'm glad you're not just ignoring me. I worried that maybe you would just play dead or not react. Honestly, it would have been understandable, but I did drug you and take you off to some weird place. Alright then, I'll do pancakes. Hmm. You know what? This is a pretty generic breakfast, don't you think? Not a bad one, but almost like a breakfast you would see in a 90s movie. One where the kid is late for school and only takes a bite of toast and a shot of orange juice. Such a waste. We watched a lot of movies, but never really any of the old greats. Aside from Titanic, which still doesn't make any sense at the end. Mythbusters literally showed two people could fit on that door. I mean, who would even willingly sacrifice themselves without even trying to live? Yeah, I mean, it's, yeah, the show to love or whatever, but what's the point of their love if he isn't even there to show love or be loved? Maybe she should have dove off as well. Well, no. Then we get into some Romeo and Juliet territory, and you already know how I feel about that mess. This almost feels like we're back in our apartment, talking about some random stuff to pass the time. Almost like nothing ever happened. Although, it felt just now like I didn't even fake anything. Just talked. No, wait, no. That's not me. Not the real me. Remember, no more lying, alright? I'm not going to anymore. Hey, listen, I'm gonna finish up breakfast real quick, okay? I'll bring it down to you as soon as it's done.
Hey, how you doing? I see you found some of the books I brought. I thought they might give us something to talk about since there's no TV signal out here. Although I do have a VCR for some special movie nights. Here's the pancake breakfast you asked for. Hmm? No, oh, no, wait, no, okay? I didn't drug it, I promise, okay? Listen, I know it's hard to trust me right now, but I promise I won't do anything to you, okay? Here, see? We can even swap plates. Please. Please trust me. Ah, okay. Thank you. How's it taste? Good? Really? That makes me so happy. See, I told you I'm not a bad cook. And hey, I might even have some more stuff up my sleeve you don't realize. Darling, I truly, truly love you. You know that? I mean, of course, we've been in a better place in our relationship before, but that doesn't change my feelings for you one bit. It's just one of those things I've gotten used to at this point. Do you remember the first time we met? You probably have something in mind, like walking by each other at school or being introduced to each other by friends, or maybe even you thought about the first day we moved in together, which in all fairness was less than a year ago, so it's all still pretty fresh. But no, I'm talking about the first time I met you. The time I fell in love with you. It was at that Halloween party your friends held the year before we moved in together. I know that might surprise you, since I didn't exactly attend your school, but I just so happened to be a plus one that night, just like so many others. I don't know if you remembered how out of control that party got. So many people came. Some weren't even invited. Honestly, it got to the point where I don't think many of us were having fun. I remember going outside, just trying to get some fresh air, trying to escape the madness. And that's when I saw you. It was the first time I had ever laid my eyes on you. And immediately I felt this sort of draw to you. Something I had never felt before, you know? You were sitting in the back of the yard, separated from everyone else. I can only assume you had the same idea as I did, a breath of fresh air. I sat there on the deck for what felt like forever, although it was probably only for a few minutes. Just sneaking glances at you, trying to figure out what it was that drew me to you. It didn't feel completely superficial. It was almost spiritual. I see you trying to remember that night in your mind, trying to recall me, my face. You probably won't be able to recall it off of memory alone. So, how about I give you a little hint? I know this will spark something. I was the Phantom. Yes, that face, the face of realization. I had just come off of a bit of a theater phase and decided to dress as Eric that night. Honestly, one of my better costumes, if I do say so. And just to confirm your suspicions, yes, I was the guy you were thinking of. Remember what happened next? Yeah, that's right. The police came to shut everything down, which for some reason caused a lot of people to panic. I'm sure it wasn't anything like we were all going to be arrested, but I guess we didn't really have permission to have a party that big. However, we were in the backyard, so all we saw was the panic breaking loose and people making a run for it. It must have been adrenaline or something, because we also made a run for it, trying to hide the best we could behind that shed. It was just the two of us, hiding in the dark, peeking out to look at what was happening. It's funny because I can't recall that memory without hearing this distant noise. Ba-dum, ba-dum, ba-dum. My heart was racing so hard. I mean, how could it not? Just a few minutes ago, I was mesmerized by you, trying to work out these mysterious feelings, and now we were nearly pressed up against each other behind the shed. Eventually, we decided it probably wasn't the best idea to be hiding there. And wasn't it so amazing how it felt like we both had the same idea at the same time? I remember looking over to you and locking eyes for the first time. And we just came to this unspoken conclusion to make a run for it. Again, no words, just action. We hopped that fence and bolted down the street. Ba-dum, 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 ba-dum. Wind cutting at our faces. It was exhilarating. And when I looked over, I saw the most mesmerizing thing glowing in the moonlight. You know, it's funny, actually. Even at that point, and for days after, I still didn't know what that feeling was. Like I said, it was a first for me. Some unknown emotion. When I caught up to my friends on the street outside the party, I said nothing to them about it. For some reason, I wanted to keep it a secret, just in case I was feeling something wrong or bad. I couldn't have been any more incorrect about that, though. I eventually came to the conclusion that what I was feeling was love. For the first time ever, I truly felt in love. Maybe in the moment it was circumstantial, Like all my other senses were overwhelmed, and you just so happened to be in the right place at the right time. But it persisted. It encouraged me to do more, to find out about you, to research my first love. It took a bit, but eventually I found your name, your social medias, your school, your friends, hell, even your family. I was a natural, it seems, built for something like this. And as I learned more and more about you, I fell deeper and deeper in love with you. Everything about you is perfect. And eventually, one day, I made up my mind. You were going to be mine. No matter what, no matter if I needed to switch schools or blackmail a few people, all that mattered was that you would be mine in the end. And to my credit, things did work out in the end. You are mine now. But I want you to understand that just as you are mine, I am yours. I will in no way hurt you, okay? All I want is for us to live for a bit. I guess no matter how hard I try to put it through my head that things are different now and that I need a change, I still do miss the old days. It feels weird saying the old days. It was just a few days ago. No, I can't. Remember, this is now, and we can't change what has happened, okay? Oh, don't look at me like that. You know, if I could, I would let you go and we could go back to our apartment, back to school, back to our old life. And honestly, before you tried to escape, I think that's what I probably would have done. Just stayed home. But then, yeah. See, there's not much I can do now, alright? You pushed me into a corner and forced me to play my hand. Now, this could potentially be our forever home if nothing changes. I don't expect you to just be accepting of your new fate immediately, at least. Although I have changed, I still do know you very well, and I know you're much too stubborn for that. But eventually, I hope to show you that it's not all that bad and that it can work. Eventually, we will fall back in love with each other. I'm sure of it. But for now, listen. I'm gonna take it slow. As slow as you need. I won't try and force you into loving me. Here. Can I see your hand? Just for a moment. Thank you. Here. Your hand still feels so nice. And if it's not too much to ask, could you also close your eyes for a moment? Thank you. Thank you for trusting me. Hey, you can open them now. Do you like it? It's a bracelet. I made it myself. It's nothing crazy, just a small chain, but the jewel in the center, it's actually a lilac sealed in resin. I know it's hard to see, and I sort of messed up the pouring and it got a little cloudy. But unfortunately, I didn't have any more lilacs. Someday I'll remake it for you, but better. And since I know you love lilacs, and I know I'm not trying to bribe you, okay? But I just want to show, even little pieces at a time, that I really, really do have feelings for you. I know I've said it so much, but I just want you to love me back. And I'm gonna be doing anything I can to hopefully have you love me back as well. All right. I'm gonna leave now, okay? I'll give you some space to think, and if you need me for anything, just press that button under the camera. I'll try not to spy on you, but I can't make any promises.